Commence.
When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had found another experiment similar to Skippy, and the it appeared that 9005 who is who they found was about to be fed to something that lived inside inside a chamber. They attempted to save experiment 9005, but alas, 9005, in a show of absolute courage and selflessness, sacrificed itself to relieve its tormentor of some sort of key that it tossed to 9001 before the tentacles of whatever it is that lives in that pit crushed it to death and drug it down into the depths. Skippy managed to restrain 9001 before it managed to attempt to go after 9005, and we join our adventurers in the aftermath of that event just outside of the chamber where it happened.
Were we?
Well, job well done, team.
9001 is weeping softly into, like, is hugging Skippy, and is or should I say 7723.
No.
Gaston is on his way back to the bar.
The
bar?
Yes. Did you see the size of those tentacles?
You love tentacles. Okay. Am wrong?
I seem to remember the half-orc was using her tentacle on you.
A whip is different than a tentacle.
It wasn't a whip that was in you.
That's not how I remember it.
It burnt into my brain. I can't get the image out.
As I recall, that was the ogre and Nico.
Skippy, Hoppy, what's going on up there?
Just a minute. Just give us a minute. We'll be with you soon. I'll just carry on hugging 9001, and and I will say, like, we need to make sure 9005 didn't give their life up for nothing. So let's regroup and figure out what's the best thing we can do now.
Well, they're embraced.
I'm a bit tired.
9001 is he says we have to save them all. We have to save. He says even if you won't, I have to save 9002 and 9003.
Do you know where they are?
He says he knows that they were both taken away. He thinks one of them was taken to be tested either in the forest or the cave.
I will tell
Any-
9001. I'll do everything. I'll do everything I can to help save the others.
Just thank you. And he's like just racked with sobs after seeing what happened to 9005.
While Skippy and 9001 are embraced, can I like awkwardly offer a paw on a shoulder? Like, they're there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Thanks,
I hear
Felix.
a hot beverage is customary. And
Do we need to
Ne-
take a rest? Do
I
people
was say
need a rest?
Nico's just sort of propped his feet up on a barrel down here, just sort of resting up against this column. Just gonna refresh. Feeling a bit dry after all that all that running around. Just need a little something to take the edge off all the aches and pains he's accumulated.
I could have taken those tentacles.
Sure
Totally
you
could
did,
Yeah.
have.
Boomer.
Yeah, you had them on the ropes, Boomer. I saw them.
Yeah.
They were scared. They were.
Guys
Yeah,
did.
they were.
Hold me back.
I know.
You're
I mean, you just.
welcome.
If anything, it was like you were just too intimidating. It was.
Right?
It was.
The tentacles were probably structural to this whole cave right now. And if you killed
Yeah.
it, we'd probably all be in a collapse.
Yeah, no, that checks out. I'm just gonna close my eyes and sit down right here.
Boomer just collapses onto a table.
Not because I'm tired, but because I'm so strong.
Yeah.
There's a power nap.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. Are you guys taking a short rest?
Can
Yeah.
At the bar.
Can we do a long?
You guys have
No.
not
We
been
need to
conscious
get
enough to take a long rest.
9002.
So how many
Yeah,
short rests do we have to take before we can take a long rest?
Because you guys just took a long rest like not too long ago, like after.
When we were on the surface.
Yeah, we were on the surface.
Oh, I thought, didn't you guys take one down?
No, we only took a short rest.
There's
Only a short
rest.
Okay.
But don't
okay,
forget,
yeah,
we're also on a timer for the other
The frogs.
The
guys
next
coming
rotation.
from. Yeah, you're fine with that. Okay. Teleportal somewhere.
Yeah, I would rather have a short rest, or I would actually rather.
Someone's gonna have to wake Boomer up in an hour.
You wake Boomer up.
All right.
Anything.
So how long do you have on your largeness, Boomer?
An hour.
I mean, did you start that just at the beginning of the mimic fights?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll make a hut for the
Well, actually, that
non-large.
got started the beginning of this fight with the tentacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll make a hut for us medium creatures for the first hour, and then I'll make
Are we
another
actually
one
gonna-
when Boomer can join us.
Are we actually gonna try a long rest? I'm not sure.
No, we've got to get the grung.
It's gonna take me
They're being
11.
experimenting.
We can't help them if we're dead.
experiment. Yeah, it's fine. We've never died so far.
Many times.
You've
Yes,
never
You
died.
have died. You just haven't been here. When you died.
I don't remember
You
dying.
got better.
We've never died. And he goes on.
Poke the shadow
Yeah.
back in.
I'm so tired I can't get mad anymore.
This is a very bad sign.
Are you saying you're not strong enough to fight without your
I'm too
rage?
tired to be strong.
You know what? You want to trigger his rage? Talk about how art should be free.
Just gonna keep shouting at Boomer about art and get him to follow me and kill
Or
everything.
bring
in his
up
path.
the conversation about blacksmiths from
Oh yeah.
Waterdeep. That might make him angry.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
All
But
right. Well, I definitely say we're going for a short rest.
I imagine
What's the benefit?
boomers. I imagine boomers like when you have like little kids and they get tired and they just get more manic as they get tired.
What's going on? I don't understand.
What
all right.
what do you gain from a long rest compared to a short rest, Boomer?
I get my rages back.
Okay.
With a short rest, right?
No, with a long.
Mm.
With a short rest, I get all my other stuff. But with rage, I take half damage from everything under the sun.
Which is the only reason I can keep him standing up, by the way.
We'll be fine. Short rest.
I just want to get these two out. If we do a long rest, you know they're gonna die, or one of them will.
Yeah, but just out of for your information, I'm down to 2 spell slots. Both of them
Not
are
bad,
below
but I'm
3rd
not that
level.
great.
And you only regain them back on a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and Felix is exhausted.
We'll
So
be fine.
I can cantrip with the best of them, but I'm kind of short of everything else.
Look, you guys worry too much. Yeah, we've basically cleared this place out. There's going to be a couple of low-level guys left. Like that's going to be it now.
Yeah, why don't we go hang out on Tanis? He's just, hanging out above.
only around the corner, yeah.
Yeah, he's just right outside. We can go outside, enjoy the sun, show your grung friend some nice undead boat.
show
How
your
about-
grunt a nice undead boat.
Yeah. Did you ask if he likes sailing?
I'm sure he loves it. He's a grung.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Oh,
Nico,
We
yeah,
agree
just,
that we're taking a short rest at least.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna go to sit down on this barrel, but then before I sit down, I'm gonna stop myself and just poke at it cautiously with a rapier just a few times, just and sort of start muttering about goddamn mimics and.
You poke the barrel and it rolls slightly when you poke it. Nico just Eldritch blasts it. You know what? I'll sit on the ground. I'll sit on the ground.
Picks up a bottle, flicks it before he drinks.
Nico starts drinking out of a cup.
Or doing a
Always.
short rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing a tiny hut right there to block the entranceway.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can be undisturbed for 11 minutes.
Okay.
Are you guys going to telepathy Gaston let him know tiny hut's going up? Because otherwise he's elsewhere.
Yeah, did you actually leave?
I'm all the way out hiding currently in the room with the well of evil goo that made the whatever the hell tentacle monster.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to run in case the tentacles keep coming.
He bravely ran away.
They're
Come
rubbing
out
for
now.
rubbing.
You don't understand. I had bad experience. Tentacles, they don't end well for anyone.
When Gaston comes back, I'm going to use minor illusion to just make a little tentacle shadow just in the corner, just in the side of his vision. So
now you know. Now Nico knows what Gaston truly fears. He's like, well, luckily I would never exploit that at all.
Okay. I've got plenty of healing I don't have to give you.
you don't know it was me that did it.
Even if Felix admitted it, I'd still think it was you.
Right. Yeah, it was probably under suggestion that he did it.
Felix probably wouldn't make it a shadow though.
Do this.
All right, yeah, you can message Gaston and let him know,
There we go.
like, hey man, the tentacles have retracted.
We spoke to the tentacles. They're fine. They're cool.
The tentacles have tentatively retracted. And we're gonna take a short nap.
Why are we taking a short nap this close to where they were?
Keep an eye on them.
Well, can we keep an eye on them from like 2 rooms that way?
You can get closer if you'd like to keep a better eye on them.
No, like 2 rooms that way.
We can't
Just-
hear.
Fine. Gaston is fine.
All right, I gotta change my spells up for stopping tentacles now. Hold on.
thought you were gonna say I gotta
Change
change
your
my pants.
trousers.
Yeah,
That's what I was
I
thinking.
I gotta change my whew.
I'm a halfling. Even if I go in my pants, it's still nothing to really be worried about. I mean, Nico Shark's bigger than I can poo.
Come on, you have a problem with me sitting on your book? Jeez.
Yeah, I have a problem with you pissing all over my book last time you were on it.
But you'll happily shit yourself and
Well,
keep
it's
it in there.
Happily.
That's why he's got the elastic at the bottom of the pants. It keeps
Protect the book.
yeah.
Hey,
These are
I'm not saying that Gaston is a coprophiliac, but he's just not afraid of it. Piss, on the other hand, that's just not okay.
Yeah.
funny. All right, so you guys are taking a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Hoppy will allow us to rest any longer. Not when there's other. Not when we've still got like Happy and Scotty to rescue, whatever.
Gotta find the rest of the Muppet Show.
The rest of the Muppet Show.
Someone's feeling better.
All right, is everybody spending hit dice, doing their things?
Yep.
Wow, I've only got burning through these hit dice.
Can I just like keep rolling until I get to a good number, or do I have to decide how many I want to do?
Why doesn't it roll the hit dice automatically?
You can, yeah, I mean, you can roll them one at a time if you want.
Okay.
I was rolling them one at a time, but not because I intended that, but I didn't
Alright.
realize I could do them all at once.
Yeah, I click the box and I say
Gaston's
take
gonna
short
do
rest, and then it doesn't
comfort
roll.
feed his burrito.
When you
Here
look
we
at the
go.
burrito today,
Frog
it
legs.
is what's up?
Frog
Ah,
legs.
there we go.
No, it's calamari.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Gaston gives up on his burrito and decides to just write in his journal. Sketch the scene of
At least you would never
Boomer.
betray me. Oh.
Yeah, sketch the scene of Boomer in his giant tentacle wrap. And the caption is, "This is why you avoid the fuck out of tentacles."
Excellent.
I'm no longer giant after our short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just have been like leaning back, muttering about mimics, and then hat down over face.
Oh, you said you put your hat on your face?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll. Oh, I was kidding.
Is nothing sacred?
Everyone roll initiative.
The feather in your hat turns into a tentacle. No!
Everyone just start hitting the hat that's on Nico's face.
That's right.
Yeah. minor illusion the hat so it looks like it's moving.
I've got it. I've got it.
All right, everyone up from their nap.
No. I was awake. I was awake the whole time.
All right,
I'm having a nap.
9001. Are you ready?
It, I guess, looks at you and says, yes, I don't think we have much time.
I really think we should. I really think we should relieve you of the burden of this cruel number as of a name. I think Hoppy is much more of a warrior's name for you.
It looks at you and it says, Hoppy?
Hoppy. You know, it's like a camaraderie. You know, we all have nicknames for each other.
Really? What's your
Yeah.
nickname?
Fuckface.
Why don't you guess?
Ass hat.
You see, camaraderie.
Disappointment.
Don't listen to him and avoid the
It's a big
circus.
word, Professor.
And it looks at you and says, in time, I will choose my own name. For now, I will go by 9001.
Whatever
Your
you say,
name
Hoppy.
is Toby.
Yeah, let's give him a slap on the back and say, "Sure thing, Hoppy." And then, yeah, let's go.
Awesome.
Whatever you need. Would you like to show us the way?
Yeah, so it will venture forth.
Just so none of the real characters have to go first, you know.
Real. None of the characters with souls.
Oh, so Skippy can.
Oh.
Confirmed. I've lost where I am anyway. There I am.
Oh, could Jeff have made his way down here at some point as well? Is that?
Yeah, you go ahead and give him the Jeff whistle.
Yeah.
And yeah, the bones come swirling down. Just it looks like a Rankin Bass cartoon. Just comes swirling down the chimney. Let me pull out Yield Jeff.
No Rankin Bass, but you don't know Grant Morrison.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I know one Morrison, man.
Jeff, there he is.
No, it's not Jeff Morrison. It's Van.
There we go. All right, so you get to the bridge here, and 9001. Nico, you're about to sort of like stride. Stride. So 9001 points and he says, "Across there, that's the forest, but we have to be careful. There's a monster that they've created
tentacles?
that lives." He looks at you and he says, "Well, it's not tentacles. They're more like roots."
Okay, roots are fine.
And
How
he
high
says,
is this forest in here?
"What's up?"
What's the RH in the forest here?
The RH.
Relative humidity.
Oh, it's probably pretty high once you get across there.
Hey,
So-
Ed,
But you can see so as you come up to this bridge, Nico, you're kind of gonna stride across, and 9001 grabs you and pulls you back. He says, "No," and he points to one of the lanterns on the barrel. He says, "Not without the light. There's things," and he kind of you see him shudder. He says, "There's things in the water that will attack you without the light." It says, "We all need to stay close, but every time I've been taken across, they always carried the light."
Very well.
Okay. Let's do it.
Ed,
Okay.
do I need a long rest or a short rest to attune to an item?
Long rest.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Son of a bitch.
short rest. Short rest, I think.
Yeah.
Let me look.
Yeah, look away. I'm going to add anybody who wants one continual light rock.
I'm just going to pick up one of these lanterns.
And I'm going to put on my chandelier.
I'm gonna pull out my trusty torch that can shut down the frozen hell's walls.
Short
apparently.
rest.
Short rest?
Short rest.
Okay,
Short
can I have attuned to the boots and unattuned to the bracers since I got no more rages?
Yep.
It wouldn't be preferable to.
Yeah.
So what's it like having so many magic items you have to actually swap them out for attunement?
Kind of annoying. These
Very nice.
staff don't sort themselves.
Staff to sort themselves. I imagine just Felix
Need
everywhere
like
he
a
goes
golf,
just
need like a
clatters.
golf caddy. Jeff could be your
Yeah,
caddy.
he's got a golf bag. Yeah.
May I recommend the let's see, hit this one for this hole, sir.
Oh,
All right, the Super Boomer Brother is back.
All right, so I'm going to pick up one of these lanterns. Say, so I can just walk across as long as I have the lantern.
He says, "Well, I've never been attacked, and every time I've seen one of the every time I've seen one of the scientists walk across, they've always had one of these lanterns."
Okay, well,
He says, "I would advise that we all stay close."
I
Well,
arcana check the lanterns to see if they're just regular lanterns.
I was about to say, guess I was going to do the same thing. Check those lanterns
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
I'm not going to check the lantern. I'm just going to start walking.
The mighty
14.
16.
So yeah, as you you check the
What you put in the water, Ed?
Nothing.
so you check the lantern. Would you get, Felix? You got a what?
14.
16.
16. Yeah, there's definitely something about this lantern that is not. It's not normal. The light coming from it is not. It's not normal light or natural light. Like there's something burning in the lantern. That is giving off some sort of aura to it.
Are you guys coming or what? Come on, let's go.
Mm,
Come, Nico. Come back.
Nope. Going across. Got the lantern.
Oh, you have a lantern?
Yep.
I will, how many lanterns are there? I
There
will
are
take one.
2.
We
one
should-
left.
Nico, you need to come back. We need to have one at the front and one at the back of the group.
What? I'm not coming back across there. Are you crazy? There's stuff in that water. I can see it moving around. I assume I can see stuff
Yeah.
moving around.
So with the light on, as you pass by, you see these very large arthropods that are moving around in the water, and they have these long tails that come up. And when the light, before the light gets there, you can't see them at all. But as soon as the light shines on them, they kind of fluoresce a little bit.
I'm going to go ahead and mage hand that lantern back.
Yep, that's fine.
It's only 30 feet, 60 feet across.
No,
Boomer will grab the other lantern.
I will ride
Who's
Boomer.
coming?
I will grab
I'll
Boomer.
grab Boomer. Yeah. Oh no, this
Looks
bridge
like-
is gonna go, isn't it?
Everyone, hold on.
I'm
Come
having
on, you
this person with the
guys.
sea witch with all the starfish attached to Boomer.
Come on, you guys, it's fine.
Walk
Solid
across
as a
with
rock.
everyone attached to him.
Jeff doesn't weigh that much.
9001.
And so, yeah, as you move across, you see these giant scorpion-like things that are gliding through the water. And as the light touches them, you see them fluoresce, and then they skitter away out of the light.
Yeah, that's a bucket of not happy there either.
So we took both the lanterns, right? We're not leaving
Hmm.
anything on
Yeah,
that
no.
side.
Exactly.
Are there now 4 lanterns on this side?
3. I think.
There are
All
3.
the lanterns are on the barrel.
Gaston's going to put one of the lanterns into his bracer.
Putting a lantern in a bracer?
Bracer of holding.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, so you take one of the lanterns, Gaston?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm
That way, no matter
gonna-
what somebody does to screw with us, we've always got one. Because, if somebody sneaks back and just tosses them in the water, we could be slightly screwed, but this way we're slightly less screwed. And we can do the whole how to get the sheep, the fox, and the chicken to the other side of the
Right.
whatever it is. Yeah.
So when you get here, 9001 says, we have to walk softly.
Gaston
The
looks
thing-
down and sits on his book.
Right. Yeah, Gaston's all, I'm good. He says, the thing that lives in here, it can feel the ground. I've had to, and you see him you see him shudder, and he gets sort of a 1,000 square stare in his eyes, and he says, I've been tested against this before. If we
So-
move
Like the sand
quietly, if we move quietly and walk softly, we should be able to get across.
Do we need to carry a big stick?
I was about to say, can we distract it with, if we perhaps had the ability to summon some dogs? Would they be able to distract this thing so we can get through it, or does it not care? Once awake, it attacks everything.
It says, how many dogs can you summon?
2.
Oh, it has more heads than that.
well, it's a good thing I'm a master of stealth.
Nico is going to cast Spider Climb on himself with the staff. And how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is sort of the tops of the trees sort of they kind of brush the ceiling.
All right, Gaston is going to continuously cast guidance on Boomer to help him with his stealth.
I'm
Okay.
actually at disadvantage because I have exhaustion.
You're
you're a
just
cat.
stumbling along. You can have Jeff carry you.
That's what I was gonna ask. If I can
Yeah.
rely on Jeff, just like baby Yoda or
Yeah.
Yoda training Luke on Dagobah.
Yeah, you can have. You can have Jeff. You can have Jeff kind of help you through. In which case, Jeff will make the.
Okay. Some of
so
his
I'm
rib cage
gonna-
come out like handlebars.
So I'm gonna like walk across the wall, walk up the wall, and then walk across the ceiling. So I'm just above the group.
Okay. Do you cast spider climb on anyone else?
I don't think I can. One willing creature I touch.
Is I will ask 9001 if the thing is, if we're in the trees, can it still feel us?
Yeah,
Is
he
it
looks-
mainly?
He looks at you and says, "Do not go in the trees." And his eyes get very wide when you suggest this. He says, "Do not touch the trees. Do not go
Okay.
in the trees."
Don't touch the trees. Got it.
Nico, what if you casted spider climb on Boomer and then we all just hang off of it?
Yeah, we kind of hang on to them. Yeah.
As Boomer tries to thread us through the trees without touching them.
Wow, Boomer the Mime. I just had a horrible memory.
A big mass of people trying to.
It's like a chain, like
I was about to
waving.
say, I had this mental image of like ants all carrying along by one.
I just picture Andre the Giant carrying all those people, you know,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
climbing.
Except you're a dwarf, not a giant.
Well, you know,
Well, he'll be a giant in a minute.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, Jeff, I'm mounting up.
Yeah, so you get up on Jeff. Nico, did you cast spider climb on anyone else?
I can only cast it on one creature at a time
Oh, at a time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
because it's
And
concentration.
so I'm guessing that you
Bravely chose himself.
I'd bravely choose myself. Yeah.
right
Oh. Yeah.
control. There you go.
It didn't let me do it before. I guess I wasn't flying.
I just made you fly off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so 9001 looks at all and says, slowly, softly, be very, very careful. Don't touch the trees. Don't make any sudden movements.
So,
Don't stomp on the ground.
Ed, silence
Yeah.
stops all sound. Does that mean it also stops the vibrations?
That's an interesting. So silence. We'll say if you were to cast silence, I would give you advantage if you cast silence. I wouldn't say it would stop all vibrations like in the ground, but I would say it would definitely give you advantage. I'd say it would dampen that.
All right. Tell everyone I'm going to cast silence.
Silence
Pick on a
move
rock.
with you.
Pick on the location object. I'm looking to see if it's stationary object. So creature or object. No, wait.
Yeah.
No. 20-foot radius centered on a point if I choose. So I don't think I can move it.
Okay.
This is
The
the point of a
point.
knife.
If you put, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can move it. Never mind. Can't move.
Okay.
Then I will just stick with guidance on Boomer.
All right. So as you proceed forward, Nico and Gaston, you will be immune to these rolls. You will not have to make these stealth checks as you are not touching the ground, like just sort of, Gaston, you're just sort of moving through. Nico, you are not touching the ground. Everybody go ahead and give me stealth checks.
These are from Jeff, but same.
And guidance gives me a 1d4 on stealth or on a check or whatever. Gaston?
Yeah, gives you a
add
D4.
1d4 to any of your rolls.
Okay.
Any check or ability check, not saving.
So let me add my d4 to that.
Does a 6 do it, Ed?
Felix just stands there and
One
sneezes.
Careful.
So I got a
Careful.
17 total.
All right, yeah, Boomer, you're pretty quiet. Yeah,
Jeff literally puts one step in, steps on a twig immediately. Just
Yeah, well, he steps on a twig and just clatters, so that the twig snaps and Jeff just goes. Yeah. So, okay, Boomer, you got what?
17 total.
Okay, Skippy.
17.
15.
Good job, Boomer.
Well, the guidance helped a lot. I got a 4 on the guidance.
So the and then 9001. 9001 got a what is that? He got an 18.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty stealthy.
Yep. So yeah. So as the group moves forward, and everybody's fairly quiet, even though some of you aren't as quiet as the other ones. As a group, you're moving very, very quietly. Go ahead and move. Hold on, let me see. Go ahead and move to.
Are we still telepathically bonded?
If I
I
could
believe so.
done another one in the hut.
Yeah.
Oh no, Boomer wouldn't have been in the hut because he was large.
Okay, Boomer doesn't need to.
He doesn't need the static right now.
Yeah.
Really
Well, I was just thinking I can move ahead. Like Nico can like crawl along the ceiling, move ahead, and see if he can see anything. Can I do that, Ed?
Because you're as long. I mean, you're sort of moving around the trees and stuff. I imagine you're moving pretty carefully. But yeah, you can move a little bit ahead of the group.
Yeah, I'll be moving. I'll just keep an eye and see if I can see anything monstrous looking.
All right, so everybody can move up to the dot there.
I don't want to.
There you go. All right, go ahead and everyone give me another stealth check.
Oh, Jeff, you're killing me.
Better than last time.
Not by much.
Another 17.
Wow.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice. 10 from Skippy.
10 plus. Just 10. Okay.
8.
8 total.
Yep.
All right.
I should have rolled. I should have carried Jeff and taken the disadvantage. I get +6.
All right. You're like, Jeff, come on, man.
Jeff would definitely be a fan favorite if this were animated.
Yeah, Jeff, you're like on the back of Jeff. You're doing that thing where you're like trying to like yell, whisper.
Yeah, the whisper yell.
Yeah, trying to
Disciplining
get
child
him
in public.
right, trying to get him to be quiet. And Jeff, the second head on Jeff turns around and just snaps his teeth at you, and then turns back around.
Oh, I thought what he doesn't know is that both heads looking forward are grinning big like, I'm gonna fuck him over this time.
All right, Nico, you see
Some giant dice.
you see so as the group is moving along and you can hear them There's some, they're not moving quite as quietly as you would like. Definitely to
Keep it-
your.
Keep it down,
Yeah.
you guys. Jeez, I can hear you.
Uh,
a mile away.
You see some of the trees here in the middle.
Mhm.
It looks like they're swaying in the breeze, but there is no breeze.
I'll message the groups. Guys, the trees are moving.
Game over, man.
9001 goes like you see his skin change to he gets pale, and he turns and looks and he says, "You must be quiet. Please walk carefully and quietly."
I'll message him and say, do you think could I make a distraction and like get this thing like out of the way so you guys can get through?
He thinks up to you. He says, it says, it doesn't. We don't think it can see.
But
So whatever.
Let's say someone were to explode one of these trees away from you guys, it might go to investigate long enough for you to get through if there was like a lot of noise going on.
It says maybe you'd have to make a lot. It has a lot of heads, and they can. We've seen them move through the ground.
Maybe it's best we don't wake it up unnecessarily, but it's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if
it wakes up,
if it comes to it, I'll try and distract it.
I'll have my hand on a grenado.
So
Yeah,
Ed,
I'll prepare some. Can I have Eldritch Blast ready to cast?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll prepare that. I'll be ready to like try and like knock some trees over. Try and like blast away the bottom of some trees on the other side of the room if it comes to it.
Okay.
can I see the end over here? Is it lit well enough to see?
There's sort of torches along the sides. And you kind of what you're seeing here is kind of what you can see. So if you kind of zoom in where kind of zoom in behind where your character's at, it's kind of tough to see. I mean, the trees are a little bit thick, but yeah, you can see the other side, through the trees. Not super clearly, but yeah.
Enough for a
Yeah.
landing zone.
Yeah.
If it's like the tremors that's super sensitive to vibration, if you thunderstep, it might just run away screaming into a wall.
Well,
Or
I was gonna ask Ed, if I upcast it, instead of increasing the size of the damage, can I increase the number of people I take with me on a thunderstep? Because I can only take one at 3rd level,
What's the range on it?
90 feet.
Let's see. How far are you? So I would say you could take more people, but you wouldn't be able to go as far.
Okay.
And yeah, so if you upcast it, you could take more people, but you still wouldn't be able to go as far.
All right. Sorry, guys. Jeff and I might peace out. Stuff goes sideways.
But don't worry, we'll leave a really big glowing vibrational beacon behind us when we do.
All right.
You guys will start running first, and I'll give you a 3 count and make a bigger distraction.
I see. I knew you were a team player.
When I say 3, maybe.
you mean 3, 2.
Now, did you
Three.
mean
I
go
was thinking,
on
okay.
3?
You guys run,
I
and
was
in
at
3
3,
seconds, I'll
go.
do something to distract it. 1, 2, 3. Now, what was I going to do to distract it? I'm sure it was something. I had it right there on the tip of my tongue.
All right, I'll keep edging ahead of the group.
All right, and then what are you guys?
I don't see
and then what
anything.
would-
I don't see anything on the ground directly ahead of us. It looks clear.
All right, everyone, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Oh, I forgot.
God.
I also have a horse.
What?
Oh
What?
What about a
wow!
horse?
I have a horse.
Oh dear, Felix.
No, that's Jeff.
That's Jeff. Sorry. Oh dear, Jeff.
I think you're missing a digit there.
Oh,
16.
no.
Legs just snap.
Okay.
I wish I was missing a digit.
I thought you rolled a 2 then, Boomer, but it was the extra.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh dear. I should have summoned a
Skip,
phantom steed.
Skippy, how'd you do?
13.
Okay. And then Boomer. So Boomer 16,
Mhm.
moving very quietly.
Boomer's impressively stealthy.
Yeah, Boomer.
It's
yeah, Boomer.
it's because I'm all out of that anger.
Mm.
Right. He's finally calmed down. He's
Yeah.
reached his nice zen.
Why be angry? I don't know.
Weird.
As Dad Axe goes, well, why not be angry? Shut up, Dad.
Quiet. All right. So you guys are creeping through. Felix, you and Jeff are not doing great. But what the hell music is this?
So if I see that like everyone's being really stealthy and Jeff and I are not, can I just like have him like just hold and stop progression?
Yeah, so you'll kind of be left behind and just feel like we're just Jeff, just fucking stop. Fucking stop. So everybody else though, so yeah, 9001 rolled a 20, so he's
Nice.
moving very quietly. Skippy, you're moving pretty quietly. Boomer, you're doing amazingly well. So you guys can move up to the dot, except for you, Felix, if you, oh, not that dot.
Yeah, so like as soon as he takes a step, I'll just have him like, nope.
There you go. Yeah, you guys can move up to the dot.
I'm just gonna maintain laser focus on that landing zone over there within that 90.
Okay.
Steady crunch. Damn it, Jeff. Damn it.
All right. Well done. Yeah, so you stop Jeff. Again, Nico, you see the trees sort of right here in the middle are swaying.
Guys,
Everybody is
seriously?
moving very, very quietly. Yeah, just you're looking back at Felix just going, dude.
Not me.
What are these like gel gem thingies?
What's up?
They're like green blob gel looking things on the floor near the mushrooms.
Do you want to touch them?
No, I'm just wondering what they look like.
Yeah, great time to stop and
yeah,
collect
so you-
alchemical ingredients.
So yeah, you see on the forest floor, like scattered kind of here and there, these like yeah, little kind of blob things that are they're not luminescent, but you do see them like pulsing slightly.
Okay.
What are those?
You talking to 9001?
Yeah.
It edges away from them slightly, and it says, when it comes up to feed, those can explode, and they spray a poison that causes you to go numb.
Nice.
What's the radius?
It says,
Kind of want some of them. That sounds like it could be useful.
we try to stay back at least 10 feet.
Okay.
Just sounds on there. All right, everybody, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Do I get advantage on holding still?
Oh yeah, so if you're not moving, you don't have to do it.
All right.
Felix, what are you doing? Come on, it's this way.
I've got a plan. Not a great one, but it's a plan.
Got a 14.
14, Boomer.
Yeah.
16, Skippy. Yep. So
Nice.
yeah. So you guys can move up. You guys can move up to here. Yeah, so you move, you guys are moving fairly quietly. Yeah, so Felix is back. Felix is just sitting back there, just going, okay.
Oh,
Are you guys clear yet?
really?
Clear of what?
Should just rode Boomer over there.
And then, so yeah, this time you don't see, you don't really see the leaves sway, as you didn't have Felix back there tromping along on his set of car keys.
Okay,
all right, everyone, go ahead and give me one last stealth check.
Roll well in your D4, Boomer.
13.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
13. Okay.
Same 13.
Yep, that's also at 9001. So this time the group moving, you know, maybe a little rushed as they sort of see the end here in sight, sort of the end of the forest, but still moving pretty quietly. But Nico, you definitely see behind you, sort of in that center area, you see the leaves sway, and Felix, where you're at, you see parts of the ground ripple a little bit, where you're standing.
Felix.
But all of you can move up to here, sort of past the end of the forest.
Okay, can I do an action now?
You may, if you wish.
I'd like to scream, "Come and get me, you stupid fuck," and then teleport out.
Yep. So as you do,
Oh, I hope you can
you-
cast magic in here.
Because it's only a verbal component spell, so I'd like that to be the verbal component.
Yep. So as you do, you see several of the trees in the middle disappear. They don't disappear, but they rise up out of the ground, and they are all connected to this one massive being in the center. And
Oh,
you
fuck.
see that it is made that it has multiple heads that are all made out of wood that are all moving around. Each of the trees was actually a head that move around, and right where you sort of bamfed away, you see 3 of the heads disappear into the ground. They burrow into the ground and then pop up where you were, and they bite at the ground and begin tearing up the dirt where you disappeared.
Huh. Well,
Wow.
In my head, I picture these heads looking very human. And just
But they have bark. The skin is like bark, like it's all it's tree, and they have massive like splintery fangs.
Nice.
Like angry tree beard.
did I hit
Ambient.
any of them with that? As I
No, they reacted to the BAMF, and so
okay.
when you disappeared, they can like 3 of the heads burrowed in from where the main body was, appeared up out of the ground, and attacked the earth where the disturbance happened.
Any idea what that thingy is? Knowledge nature, knowledge arcana.
Go ahead and give me nature. Yeah, give a nature. Oh, that's not really in nature. Or both arcana and nature,
Nature, I'm
kind of a mix.
8 for nature, 14 for arcana. I'm not rolling well today.
14 for nature.
Yeah. So, I mean, looking at the thing, like
The
it's
opposite of Gaston.
It's a tree hydra.
clear. Like it's clear. What's up?
It's a tree hydra.
Yeah. Basically, it's an arboreal.
Tridra.
Basically, it's an arboreal hydra.
All right, sweet.
Can I just
I
let off
just
an
made that
eldritch
shit up.
blast
Apparently it's
over,
real. Yeah,
just
D&D.
over at like the floor over here?
I hear its bark is worse than its bite.
Matt, what did you want to do?
Hard there. I was just going to shoot the ground over here just to see if it reacted to that.
You're shooting the ground where?
Where I'm pointing with the measuring thing. Or is that not
Oh
showing
yeah,
up?
yeah, over there. Yeah. So yeah, you you hit the ground over there, and you see one of the heads snake out over to where you hit the ground, like exactly where you hit the ground.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess 9001. He's looking back, and you can see it's very pale, and he goes, "That's it. We really, really, really don't want to deal with that thing." Yeah, I agree.
So what's in there?
And he says, This is the cave." And he points up. Here. He says, "There's a."
Yes, Tom looks around. This is also the cave. A little more detail than just another cave would be nice.
And he says, "No, that's what they always call it. Is just the cave." He says, "Inside there's
That's
something."
just lazy writing.
He says, "Inside he says inside there's something we've never gotten a good look at it,
So
but it
9001. How bad is Ed gonna fuck us in a few seconds?
it says it's whatever it is, it can hide incredibly well, and it's taken us before we've ever even been able to see what's in there.
So if anyone's in there, they're dead, right?
So it depends on how long ago it fed and how well they've been able to hide. At this point, you hear a yell from inside the cave.
What does it say?
Do you still understand, Simic?
Yeah.
You hear it say, "Hello? Who? 9001, is that you? Help, please." And 9001 says, "That's 02.
Are
That's
you
00."
sure? Or is it mimicking his voice like the Predator?
He goes, "I've never heard it speak before."
Tell him to come to the sound of your voice and start talking to him.
He says, 002. We can help you. Come on. There's people here to help. 002 calls back. He says, I can't. It bit my leg. You have to help.
I was fine. I was athletic until I got wounded in my knee. All right.
I was an adventurer once.
What's he saying, Gaston?
He's saying to save ourselves and that we should.
Says, go on.
I'll give a literal translation of what he says.
Did we get anything that could help us get through here? Did you get anything off that, off that guy? Any like magic disarm the crazy monster buttons?
I mean, we can just sit there and burn the whole place.
Well, yeah, I'd be okay with that, but usually you
Well,
get the
you're
person
safe.
out before you set fire to it if you're trying to rescue someone.
Oh, do you? That'd be a fucking first for this group.
I can bring a body back from the dead as long as it's got a soul, but never mind. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
We have to do this the hard way.
always too soon.
Oh, Gaston.
Do we know? I mean, this thing that's in here, does it move around the walls, or how does it move around? Does it fly?
Listening to us right now.
Yeah.
It says 9001 says it. I don't think it flies, but he says there's a chittering sound just before it strikes.
Oh,
Great.
So it's insectoid?
Oh, Flyboy, sounds like you're up.
Yeah.
Gaston will go ahead and light up a couple of incense blocks that are insect repellents. Incense blocks that are insect repellent incense.
Sure.
I'll do half of my total stock, so I'll do 5. Hey, Boomer, can you throw these around the room randomly in there? So they spread out and maybe we'll smoke out this bug or whatever it is.
Wait, what am I throwing? I was somewhere else.
Little small cubes of incense that are on fire.
Is this going to smoke out our new friend, our unfound friend?
it's not toxic to us. I mean, it might give him some like eye irritation and maybe some mild respiratory tract problems, but
It's a
He's
sacrifice.
gonna
can make
get
it
a
rain.
little woozy.
it might be good to smoke out this bug.
All right, everyone, everyone, keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything moving, let's blast the crap out of it before it knows what's going on.
I'm going to be watching the forest.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you see the thing in the middle. After a little bit of time passes, it sort of sinks back down into the ground, and it looks like just trees.
I'm going to go ahead and start concentrating and doing detect thoughts. And see if I get a ping on anything in there. It's only a
What's
30
the
foot
range
radius.
on detect thoughts?
30 feet.
Okay.
Gonna shout out to 9002. We've come to help you. Can you move at all?
So I can probably crawl, but not very fast. I'm afraid if I move, I'll attract its attention.
So, and I put the portion of the spell that is related to this in the chat.
There you go. All right, Boomer. Boomer, did you throw those the insect repellents in? Okay. How many did you throw in?
5.
All right. So yeah, we'll say. Boomer, go ahead and give me a dexterity check to see kind of how well you're able to aim those. Strength's not the problem.
Yeah. Just roll dex straight up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
21, good.
Wow.
fucking pinpoint like a sniper with insect repellent. So yeah, Boomer, you managed to throw these things.
I feel so
you
focused now that I'm not angry.
Yeah, like you managed to throw these from the entrance here. You kind of create a little barrier.
They're 20-foot radius, by the way, so they affect a fairly nice area.
Yep. So yeah, Boomer, you toss these things in, and you managed to make you kind of toss them in there where those little things are, and you see that they start throwing out some this purplish kind of smoke begins to fill the area. 9002, he's coughing a little bit, and he's like, the hell is that? But as you throw them in and the smoke starts to come out, you hear this high-pitched screeching, chittering noise. And you see this thing appear almost out of nothing, just sort of in the darkness. This thing appears, and it's at this wall of incense, and you can see it crawling down out, but it's definitely affected and bothered by this cloud that you've thrown up, but it's trying to push its way through.
That's a big bug.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and you can
Gaston was
see-
thinking of something like his size, not something that's like Boomer enlarged size.
Yeah, and you can see that it's, as you're looking at the thing, as it's sort of moving, you can see it rippling in and out of view. But it keeps, the smoke keeps sort of blowing into it, and it keeps coming back into view, and you can see it's like phasing in and out.
Are we taking this thing out? What are we doing? Do we need to distract? Who's going in to get this guy?
Okay, tell number 9002 to run while it's distracted.
I could go get him.
Yeah, he can't move. Boomer, if you can grab him, I'll keep my I'll
He's
keep
still
my
got
bow
one working
poised.
leg. He just hops half as far.
All right.
How many more are there? 9,001.
He says this. He says there's only one more besides 9002.
Okay,
The big
Skippy,
bugs.
let's see
How
if
many
we
more
can,
bugs?
let's see if we can
Oh,
keep.
well, he doesn't know. He's never actually seen that thing before.
Let's see if we can keep this thing distracted. Skippy, aim for the head.
These things probably don't like fire, do they? No. I'll just shoot it with a regular arrow.
Yeah, I'll aim some Eldritch Blast at its face.
Okay, go ahead and give me attack
23.
rolls. Ooh,
How far
nice.
away is it?
How far away is the bug?
65 feet.
Yeah,
Approximately.
Oh,
yeah, 55 feet.
I
While
just
they're
wanted to
doing
get
that, can I be trying to like climb and jump my way over there?
It is 30 feet from where you are to where 9002 is.
Okay, can I climb and jump?
Yeah, I mean, what's your long jump?
So I've got the boots back on, so I don't know if that.
You got spider climb still, Nico, right?
Yep.
Yeah, what's your boot jumping?
Because I know I can't go over my movement, but I think we determined that it's not 40 feet, right?
No, the boots say what it is. Boots of springing and striding. When you're wearing these, your walking speed becomes 30 feet, blah, blah, blah. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
So he can move his maximum.
Your long jump is 10 plus, let's see, jump from you can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score. So what's your strength score is what, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can jump 40 feet, right? Because your movement is 40.
Okay. Yeah, my movement is.
Yeah,
40.
so you can jump 3 times your strength score if
Okay,
you take,
I'll
assuming
then-
you get a running start.
Yeah, I'll then do a running jump over to him.
Yeah, so you jump and land, and seeing you land, this thing is incensed and tries to move forward, but the Eldritch Blast. What was your Skippy? You definitely hit it. What was your roll, Matt?
Got 26, 24. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, the combined arrows and Eldritch Blast, as you know, this giant thing, you see it. So this sort of rock pillar right here. Imagine this thing is coming up over the top and is
Wow.
starting to come down at you. But then, Boomer, you land. This thing moves, surges forward. You can see poison dripping down out of its fangs. And as you're looking at it, you can see the multiple eyes on its head. It's like staring into the void. And this thing is phasing in and out of the material plane as it's moving towards you. And the venom that it has is like this bright blue color that's
Nice.
dripping out of its fangs. And as it drips, you can see the venom as it drips. It appears, disappears, and then reappears as it's falling, like it's sort of phasing in and out. And it's moving forward, but then a few Eldritch blasts hit this thing in the face. Some arrows hit it, and it rears back and buys you enough time to scoop up 9002, who clings to you tenaciously, and allows you to jump back.
With me if you want to live.
Help me, Corbin!
Nice,
You're
Boomer.
all, the bridge is out.
I can't.
Nice
Yeah, so
jump.
you manage. So yeah, you scoop him up, and then the spider, the massive spider, seeing its meal taken away, is attempting to press through the smoke. But it does seem to be holding it back for the time being.
What kind of experiment is
Freeze,
this?
we
This is
are
complete like
leaving.
waste of life.
Giant spiders or trees? Pick your poison, team.
We need to very quietly run away through the trees.
I'm
Yeah.
going to request to see the ethical approval documents from the CEMIC on doing these kind of experiments.
Would we try to get the spider to fight the tree?
I'm sorry, those
Yeah, that'd be
letters
awesome.
don't exist in the Simic language in this particular order.
Boomer, are you
What?
continuing to carry 9002?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, can we try and lure the spider out
carrying
here
him
and get
like
it to
a
fight the
baby.
tree? I want to see spider fight tree. That'd be great.
Yeah, do we
Spider
think we could
versus
get
tree.
the spider out of that hole? Will it fit?
Yeah, the spider, you think the spider can fit through this hole?
You want to try and get the spider out into the trees.
Come at me,
I think we
bro.
should try and have two birds, one stone here.
Yeah. The spider will definitely make a lot of noise and be a good distraction.
Spiders can
Well,
move pretty stealthily.
Yeah, but
I
not
guess we
while
could-
not while they're super angry being shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you
They
seen how much
stealthy when
it's
they're on
shaking the
fire.
screen whenever Ed moves it? I think that's definitely heavy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if they're
all right.
stealthy, they're not weightless.
So we just need to find one more Skippy alike.
9003.
Yeah.
Is the other one on over this area as well, or? Sorry, is the other one over here as well?
9002 says no. I was the only one.
Do you know where they took 9003?
And he says Zarkov. Zarkov
Oh, this
took him.
Zarkov. Where is Zarkov? We need to get him. Or her.
He says I don't know. I've never been that way, but he went back up towards the river.
You know, don't knock it till you try it.
All right. Let's see if okay, Skippy, how do you feel about we're trying to hold this thing back until the others are kind of back through the trees, and then we'll make a dash for it. You can hang on to me and I'll carry you across the ceiling.
Okay. You want me to just shoot at stuff?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
keep
shoot at the spider, like covering
keep-
fire now.
well, we want to make it really angry.
Okay.
So, try and hit it in the nuts or whatever passes for its nuts.
Spider nuts. Got you.
Oh, I want you to hit it right in its spider balls.
Is there enough cobbliness on this wall to climb on it for creatures that have a climbing speed?
Oh yeah, it's rough.
Okay.
Like it's like it's sort of as you see it there. It's not like smooth
Mhm.
stone.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Are you going to
Well-
send Jeff across the dirt?
This is what you get, Jeff.
You know,
I'm gonna send him
Why
on the
don't you-
other end.
why don't you have Jeff go into his bone form? I'll carry him in a sack across.
Smart.
Yeah.
If you think in his bone cyclone form, Jeff can maneuver around the trees without
Yeah.
moving them.
That's
He
right.
technically doesn't touch the ground.
I mean, can it just be like a very skinny cyclone?
Yeah, Jeff's not that coordinated.
You know, if you put them together proper, like he might have been able to, but with this shoddy workmanship,
Working with what I had
he's working with what he has. A bunch of scrambled orc and dwarf bones.
from hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. All right. So what is the plan?
I'll carry Jeff.
Covering
Alright.
fire.
Felix is crawling. I'm going to be buffing Boomer as he walks across with guidance.
Okay, so you're gonna disassemble Jeff.
Yep. He'll
Give
go in
Jeff
the
the
bag.
command word to disassemble. Yep. So yeah, you disassemble Jeff. Gaston, you put him into your extra dimensional cod piece or
No,
whatever.
I'm just going to put him into a sack.
Okay. Wow, it doesn't even rate the bracer. You're just like, hey, you guys put him in a grocery sack. All right. So yeah, you Jeff disappears to the ground in a clatter. Well, I imagine you actually have him step into the sack, and then you just
Let's make this easy on us here.
Yeah. How heavy is he, by the way?
I imagine no more than like 25, 30 pounds because
Okay,
the skeleton
'cause,
is
I mean-
only like 11 to 12% of inhuman.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
figure
because
the
that
workiness.
Gaston only weighs 35 pounds. So picking up something nearly his body mass is like,
Hey, just feel happy that he's not Polynesian.
yeah. Oh God, you'd never get those off the ground. There's no.
Are
There's no
orcs
sack.
Polynesian?
20. We'll call it 20 pounds. So the average human skeleton weighs approximately 20 pounds.
Gold teeth.
So you got,
probably
like,
wins.
Yeah,
you drag it up onto the book.
So.
I mean, Gaston has a strength of 10, so it's not that he's a total weakling, it's just that he's tiny as hell. So he gets that
Yeah.
1/4 weight thing.
Yeah, you drag. You're definitely able, land the book, put the sack on the book, have him stand in the sack, climbs in the thing, it collapses onto the thing, and you're like, there we go. And you,
Jeff, I want you to climb into this body bag. Why? Just do it.
yeah,
Because you're a body.
and you pull the little, the little tie thing like a hefty bag. You just pull the little. All right, Boomer, you're carrying 9002.
Yeah.
Okay. Skippy, you and Nico are
Okay.
staying behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm shooting at the spider, at its balls.
Felix, you are scrambling along the wall.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
I'm not going yet because I don't want to fall off until we're actually moving.
Oh, you guys want to go like now? This thing's pissed.
Yeah, it is. You have thoroughly pissed it off, and it is. Yeah, it's pretty upset. Yeah, give me a couple more attack rolls.
28.
Yeah,
and
you guys.
22.
So you guys are definitely landing hits on it. It's rearing back. You can see it. It's moving. It's trying to move around to not get hit, but try to find a way through this bug bomb barrier that you've erected before it.
Time to go, guys.
Yeah. By the way, Ed, the bug bomb lasts 8 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah, it's just sort of it's just just burning away, and it's trying to force its way through. But you can see it's beginning to flicker and phase in and out. You see it sort of disappear and reappear, and every time it does that, it kind of inches its way a little bit further in, and then you hit it, and it kind of rears back and then flickers in and out. All right, Boomer, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I really hope these monsters aren't friends and be like, oh, hey, Larry, how's your day going?
God dang. Boomer.
Do I roll the additional D? I'm gonna roll it anyways.
Yeah, no, yeah, Boomer. Yeah, so Boomer, you're apparently when it comes time to save a life, when you're getting out of there, Boomer apparently moves like the wind.
Well, Boomer's a big fan of the Muppets, so Jim Henson all the way.
Right.
Gotta save him.
You're coming You're coming with me. So yeah, so 9001 is sticking right with you, Boomer. So yeah, you guys move to here.
Okay.
And your party is moving very quietly. Gaston is hovering above you, moving very quietly. You look over and you can see Felix. Felix is moving along the rock, or moving along the wall.
Spider-Man.
Not
All right.
really parkour, just climb quietly.
Go ahead and give me attack rolls again, Nico, and
Oh, a crit.
Nice.
ooh, nice.
Is Hoppy staying there and fighting with Skippy, or is Hoppy coming with us?
No, he's coming with you. He's
Okay.
he's moving with Boomer
He's gonna stick with 9002, I guess.
too. Yep.
You're gonna call him Jumpy?
Yeah.
Happy.
Happy.
Scrappy. Happy.
So since there was
Happy.
3 of them, they
He's just
could have
got
been
rescued. He's going to be happy.
non-binary, but now they're just binary, right? Because there's only 2 of them left.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys, the hits, with that crit, you managed to. Oh, nice. Yeah, you managed to drive it back.
Nice.
So it looks like it buys you a little bit of space. And you see it sort of phase out as it moves back away from the buzz and from the bug bomb things, and you can't see it anymore. But you can still hear that chittering sound.
I just keep shooting in its general direction, probably.
Nice. All right, go ahead and give me stealth checks, Boomer.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. I rolled a 1. I mean, not for stealth.
Skippy, you hit one of the bug bomb things, and it.
Uh-oh.
20 total.
Oh, yeah, Boomer. God dang, man. Yeah, Boomer's having flashbacks and whatnot, and just like he's running low. He's carrying 9002, and he's like, you're gonna make it, Johnny. You're gonna make it. And 9002 is like, who the fuck is Johnny?
Not gonna let you down, Colonel. Not this time.
Right? Yeah. He starts. Yeah, he's I didn't start this war. They did.
They drew first blood. They drew
first blood. And 9002 is like,
bug repellent in the
what is
morning.
happening?
I'm gonna give you a war you won't believe.
He's like, what is happening now?
Whoa, man, where'd the Bowie knife come from?
Yeah. Oh my God, so funny. All right, so yeah, you guys can move to there.
I love Tailspire.
It's great, isn't it?
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I've still got this problem with mine that I can't like interact with anything. Like I can't do the measurement and I can't like fire, like the.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know what. It just suddenly stopped working.
What you need is a little bit of mansplaining. I find that solves all your problems.
Let me explain to you exactly how this works. I
What you fail to understand
this is a mouse. Have you tried clicking on it?
It's not plugged in at the wall.
Oh, Well, there's your problem. Like, yeah.
It's that. No, sweetheart, listen to me, okay? It's that little thing that looks like the compact in your purse. No, sweetheart, listen right here. An asshole.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, she's like, if I didn't feel that every day, I'd laugh harder.
Right? Yeah. If I.
Do you know what would make this funnier? Yeah.
So go ahead and give me attack rolls. Those brave defenders who have been left behind.
Eat it, Spidey McSpide face. Oh, that's only a 13.
24.
21.
Yeah, so the arrow hits.
And
A couple more
25.
Eldritch Blast hit. But the destroyed spot in the bug bomb area has made a little bit of a weakened point in the barrier, and you see that it phases through. It manages to kind of phase through, and it pops up. But Skippy plants a couple of arrows into its spidery face. It rears back.
Skippy.
Are we ready?
It shoots this like blue glowing web towards the two of you. I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, 21.
21. Oh, what did I get? 21 as well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so the both of you, and the both of you just kind of backflip off this ledge. You both land in full like superhero crouch, like full superhero crouch, like
With
looking, and you kind of look
Cape
over.
billowing.
Yeah, cape billowing out behind you. You kind of look over at each other. A little bit of a little nod of professional respect.
I'd look over and say, I'd look over and say, no, it definitely looked better on me.
You can, you hear, Skippy, you hear when Nico lands, like it sounds like a pile of dry sticks. Kind of like, there's like a popping noise. Like he pulls it off, like it looks good, but you can definitely
you
hear.
say something, Nico?
No,
didn't quite hear.
must have been the trees.
Breaking
Like
the
the wind.
spaghetti to make it fit in the pot.
That's right. Anyway, Skippy, you want to, nice as it is having a nice conversation, you want to hop on and we'll get the hell out of here before we get before we end up.
I'll climb up onto Nico's back.
Yeah.
As roughly as possible. Bit of a pull on the shoulder.
Does Nico have long hair?
He's got like messy, like
Greasy.
Nasty.
I'm not going to touch that shit.
Yeah.
All right, go
That's
ahead
like last
and give
resort
me.
stuff.
Go ahead and give me stealth rolls.
Okie dokie.
Wait, doesn't Nico just walk on the ceiling?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up the wall.
No, not you guys. I'm talking Boomer and.
Good.
17.
17. Yeah, very nice. You all continue to move along stealthily. You will move not up into the air, but down on the ground to there. Yep. And then Nico, you and Skippy sort of climb
Let's
up.
do this thing, Skippy.
Let's go.
Skippy, let me go ahead and make you fly. You can stay over here with Nico. There you go.
Hang on, 2 seconds.
So you're over here. At which point, you guys are up on the ceiling. At which point, Shelob busts through the squeezes through the rock formation, tearing the roots and the rock out of place, and it busts out. You guys are up on the ceiling. Go ahead and you guys go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Yep.
Up on that ceiling with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, with advantage.
Um,
Roll it twice.
As
17.
27.
Nice.
yeah. So Nico, so as this thing bursts out, Skippy, you give a little a little bit of a squeal of terror. Nico clamps his hand over your mouth, and shadows billow out from Nico and sort of envelop you guys up on the
Oh,
ceiling.
that makes me feel a whole lot less scared.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell if the little squeal you gave was from the shadowy thing or from the spider coming out. But Skippy, when the shadows sort of cover you and billow over you, you feel a hand, sort of this kind of this kind of gnarled hand with a really firm grip touch your shoulder, and a voice whispers in your ear, and it sounds like an older human whispers in your ear, says, "Don't say a word. We've done this before. We'll stay quiet and silent in the shadows. Don't say a word and don't move. You're not entirely on the ethereal plane." And then the hand hand comes off your shoulder, and you don't hear anything else.
I have like
Nico,
the telepathic link to Nico,
Mhm.
or everyone still, right? I'll be like, what the fuck
Yeah.
was that, Nico?
What was what?
You had your like, what have you been drinking today? Jeez.
and then Skippy, you notice, and this is something Nico sees every time he uses this little trick of his. You see, there's little flickers of the, you see the world that you're in, but you also see this shadowy landscape that kind of comes in and out while you're being covered by these shadows around Nico. It's not where you were. Like, you, every now and again, you see these large shadowy figures flying or walking across the landscape. And they're like, it's twisted, like the trees, you see trees and stuff that are like twisted. And everything is in like sort of blacks and grays.
Do I kind of know this is all linked to whatever Nico, that it's linked to Nico?
Oh no, this is scary as shit. You have no idea what's going on.
Okay, I'm just gonna start freaking out, I think, but trying to be quiet. I understand I need to be
I'll whisper
stealthy.
to Skippy, say, Skippy, just calm down. Check this out. You're gonna love this. Check this out.
At which point, when he says this, you see the form of what looks like it looks like a large draconic skeleton move by in the very far distance, and its skin is the skin that's covering it sort of fades in and out, and it sort of glides past, taking no notice of you, but you're seeing this thing sort of flicker in and out as the shadows sort of move and flow over you. As Nico says this.
Dragon.
And this, yeah, and Nico seems like
Fine.
Nico's hand
Everything's
is
fine.
sweating. Like, it doesn't seem to bother him at all. All right.
Was
So
that
yeah,
the thing
so
I was meant to love, Nico?
No, not that. Watch down there.
the spider thing So the phase spider sees Boomer and the two 9000s moving across the forest, and it lets out this sort of insectoid scream of rage, this chittering, buzzing scream of rage, and it starts pushing the trees aside and moving forward.
Oh, there we go. I was going to try and lure it into the forest, but I guess it's going to do it for me. Yeah.
Are the trees moving nicely out of its way?
It's pushing down trees and sort of like climbing in between them, but they're not really moving out of its way. As soon as it starts pushing trees and stomping, stomping heavily, the trees in the center, again, what you saw before, rise up out of the soil, and you see roots sort of snaking and moving around, and there are eight tree heads on this coming out of this central body, and it looks at they immediately focus on the spider, and they dive into the soil and pop up around the spider and begin attacking it. Go ahead.
Awesome.
Go ahead and give me stealth checks if you guys are still moving quietly.
I'm contemplating if I should try and cast Toll the Dead on it and have more noise be made on the spider.
I don't think it needs any more attention draws.
Ooh, Boomer.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Let's go faster. Yeah. So at this point, Boomer, you're like, nope, and you just jump. Like you just use the boots and you're like, fuck it. It is time to move. And you're cradling 9002 in one hand, and with the other one, you grab 9001, and you're all, nope. And you just leap because you see a giant spider and a giant arboreal hydra battling it out. And you're all, you know what? We don't need any part of this. And you jump. As you jump off the ground and you push off the ground, there's a massive vibration. One of the hydra heads pops up where you were. Coming up out of the ground, sort of jaws open and snaps just as your boots leave the dirt. It sort of closes just behind you. You're like, and you leap clear and land on the rocky ledge before leading up to the forest. And once you're over there, the hydra, you see the head that's there. You can see it searching, but it has no eyes. It's just a mouth, and you can see it searching, sort of like trying to feel the ground and search, but finding nothing.
I've seen Tremors, yeah.
It snakes back. It snakes down into the ground.
Nice. That's a great movie.
Found a hole, Ed.
What's up?
I found a hole in the wall.
Oh, did you want to go through it?
I want to look in it.
Yeah, you can look in it.
Does this look like a big vine thingy? Is that what I see?
Hey, look, a face hugger.
Yep.
Does it look like the vines that are this forest thing?
No.
Okay. And I will
when you
keep my head in.
examine the vine closely, you can see there's like this pulsing sort of green luminescence that flows down the vine or down this like root.
Oh,
I know what that is. That's a leave me the fuck alone vine.
I think it's a staff.
Travis,
It's a
no, I'm just kidding.
sarcophagus.
It's a sarcophagus.
So what do I see in the hole?
You can see, so when you kind of climb up there, you can see there's a faint there is a faint green glow coming from over there, and you also see the light of what looks like one of those lanterns.
How far in is the lantern?
It is approximately 30 feet.
Oh, it's way in there. Can I grab that with a mage hand of 30 feet?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can reach out and scoop it up with a mage hand.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Yeah, so you reach out with your mage hand, and it grabs the lantern. But as the mage hand grabs, as it gets close to the lantern, sort of within 20-ish or so feet, your mage hand sort of bursts into like purple flame. Like purple flame kind of comes off of it. It's still intact, like you can still move it forward, but it is now highly visible.
Oh, okay. Do I notice anything as I start to bring it back that it like is stopping or protecting anything?
Nope, it's not. Yeah, you feel no resistance or anything like that.
No. But I mean, like, do I see anything moving that, like, as it's like, oh, that's going away, I can get through this tunnel now?
Oh, no, you don't see anything.
Okay. So I guess I'll bring that lantern and be like, ooh, found another.
You're not
All
Pokemon,
right.
Felix.
I'd like to hang it from a staff.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think me and Skippy will just stay nice and quiet, watching the Slugfest pay-per-view.
Yeah. Well, checking out the kaiju fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see the spider is attacking some of the heads. You see it bite at some of the heads and it's trying to web others down. You see those poison things that 9001 pointed out to you. It bursts around the spider. And everywhere that the liquid lands on the spider's leg, you see smoke come up, and the leg that where it hits doesn't seem to move as quickly. Like it's kind of dragging a few of its legs. It manages to bite into one of the heads, and the head disappears. Like it just phases out of existence. At which point the arboreal hydra sort of screams in rage. And then then you see a ton of roots come out from the side of the arboreal hydra, and it goes into the ground, and you can almost see it pulling energy out of the ground, and you see that sort of that green glow, that faint green glow that you saw a little bit in the cave where the spider was, and some of that same green glow that you saw in the liquid bath where the people were being dipped into. It's pulled some of that up, and one of the heads, the head that disappeared, another one regrows to take its place. And
Hydra wins.
Hydra.
I feel like it's less mobile than the spider.
And you can see, and you see the hydra, like there's the heads are burrowing down into the ground and popping up around the spider and are taking bites out of it. And the spider is now sort of moving around madly, trying to fend off these heads. It realizes that it has made a mistake trying to come across here, and it begins trying to back away from back towards the cave where it knew it was safe. But every time it tries to move, another head pops up behind it and attacks it. Eventually, the arboreal hydra sort of tears this thing apart. The different, biting heads. Every time it moves, the hydra knows where it's at. No matter how much webbing it tries to spit out or how many heads it bites. Eventually, roots start to snake out of the ground and surround this thing and are sort of cocooning. In a dramatic turn of irony, the spider itself is being cocooned by roots, and they begin to slowly pull it beneath the soil until there's nothing but just sort of this churned up, steaming mass of soil that has a faint green glow to it, and the roots pull this pull the spider down in. And the hydra.
See, Skippy, I told you you'd love it.
I'm much less scared now.
And then the arboreal hydra, after it gives a few minutes, and the heads are sort of moving out. They're not in the soil, but they're sort of moving low over the ground. Just sort of searching the general area where the spider was, but eventually it snakes down into the ground.
I'll turn to the old man and say, "You had money on the spider, right?"
He looks at you and he spits. And he says, "I thought that fucking hydra." He said, "That stupid spider should have phased better. God damn it!" And he hands you a small sack of coins. And as soon as they hit your hand, they burst into shadow. Just and he looks at you and he goes, and he just fades into blackness. And Skippy, this is happening right next to your head. And his face just fades back into the shadows. And the last thing you see is like just a gleam of eyes and teeth, and his laughter, his wicked laughter, just sort of echoes into the shadows, and then it fades away and is gone.
Nico.
What?
I want to go now.
Yeah, probably should now. All right. Let's go and find where the rest of those incompetent idiots have got to.
I'm just holding on to Nico. Like, I'm not capable of doing anything myself.
So Nico calmly saunters across the ceiling and walks down the wall with Skippy on his back.
You guys missed a great fight. It was amazing. Best entertainment I've had in weeks.
It was really fun.
Skippy. You can see Skippy definitely looks shaken. And then when Nico lets you go, Skippy, you step down. You step down off of Nico into the light of these lanterns, and you step away from Nico, and then like half a second later, your shadow steps after you. And you can see that your shadow is stretching almost as if it's being pulled towards Nico. But then it eventually, as you kind of step away from him, it kind of goes back to where it should be, and it follows your movements in sync.
Does anyone else notice this?
Bar of soap to rub on Skippy's feet.
Go ahead and give me perception checks. Anyone who may or may not have been looking at this.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at all. Totally normal. Everyone's shadow does that.
No.
17.
Should I roll perception, or am I like very aware of
Oh
this?
no, you noticed this. You definitely noticed this. Like you felt Skippy, as you stepped away from him, like you felt this like pull almost.
14.
Yeah, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it.
Do I feel any better now? Like after
Well, I mean, like
I mean, I'm pretty
physically
freaked
you're
out. but-
fine.
And Skippy a small flask of whiskey.
Thank you.
Can I attempt to intercept it as if like he was handing it to me?
No,
Yeah, go ahead and give.
no.
I'll just scowl at Nico. Like, you already took
Just
my
bat him.
shadow. Don't take my whiskey.
Just bat his hand away. Fuck.
I thought that was my reward for rescuing Skippy.
I'll summon Jeff while he's still like in the bag.
Don't rip the
Uh,
bag.
We still have to get
what kind
across the bridge.
What kind of bag is it?
Just a cheap canvas sack.
Yeah, there's this muffled sort of clatter. This like it's sort of as the bones try to form up and they just sort of clatter against the bag. The bag eventually rips. At which point, like one of Jeff's heads goes like rocketing through, but unattached from the rest of him, and lands in the water. And Jeff turns and looks at you, Felix, with his one head.
I thought you'd just like reach up and undo the bag and come on out and go ta-da. But instead you had to do that performance again.
Okay.
Jeff looks at you, and obviously he doesn't have any eyes or anything, but it's a pretty deadpan look that he gives you.
So I'll grab his like arm at the shoulder on the top of his arm and like have it reach out to grab the skull out of the water, like with his arm.
You reach in with his arm, and you're kind of poke it in the water, and as soon as you poke it in the water, several tails lash out and hit the bone. There's like this sort of frothing around the water, and you're just like you're holding on to it with mage hand. You're like, come on. And it's just, the arm is just being sort of attacked, and you eventually fish the skull back up. When you pull the skull and the arm bone back up, there are several like large holes and a couple of like stingers that are like broke off in the bone and in the skull. And you kind of hand them back to Jeff. There you go.
Jeff, looks like you got a bit ahead of yourself there.
Jeff, holding his own arm, swings it back and slaps you with it. And with as much indignance and dignity as he can muster, puts the now punctured skull back on next to the other one. It's like dripping wet, and it's got like stingers and stuff sticking out of it, and some like bite marks. And then he attaches the arm, which is like also in similarly sad shape.
Yeah, I was just gonna cock my head to one side and go, missed a bit. Just missed a bit, just a little bit.
I'll take the lantern and be like, here, Nico? Is this where he missed a spot?
Yeah, I'll just pick up one of the lanterns and go, well, this has been fun, but time to head back now.
Does the lantern do anything to Nico's hide self-image thing?
No, it doesn't do anything. Although when you do notice when Nico is carrying the lantern, and when you get it close to him, the shadows that normally sort of move around on Nico and the weird like patterns on his face, the weird like shadowy like tattoos and shit that he has on him, they recoil away from that light, and you're able to see just sort of like the skin that's on his face. And it doesn't look great. It's like the first time you see David Spade in like HD.
I guess does Felix look any worse for wear with one of these lanterns?
No, you're all right, actually. Yeah, Felix. I mean, you don't look any
Worse.
worse, then yeah, it doesn't look great.
Yeah, for some odd
But it
reason,
seems-
Gaston looks better. This lighting is good for me.
So
I'll
yeah,
have,
it seems. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll have one of the experiments hold a lantern while I carry them across the bridge.
Yep, they carry it and they're holding it. They 9002 holds it high in front of you, and as you pass over, again you can see these giant scorpion-like things that are writhing around in the water, and they move out of the way of the light. Yeah, so it looks like these lanterns, when you as you guys are kind of seeing, it looks like they have the ability to kind of like if something is trying to hide or use stealth, they kind of shine a light on that.
So out of curiosity, what is the name of this lantern? So in the future, when I look at it, I have a clue of what the heck I have.
This what would we call this?
Civic
You
lantern?
can just call it the revealing lantern.
Kinds of ideas of Gaston, like just holding it when he next is in the town center doing his naked dance parade. Like, that's
It's a
my
revealing
revealing
lantern.
lantern.
I'm extra revealed now, baby. Woo!
Do the lanterns give off a green light or glow?
No,
Oh,
no, they don't.
there's no ring I can put
These are
in
not. These are not green lanterns.
Oh.
They're not yellow lanterns.
Brightest day.
Brightest day and darkest night. This movie sucked. We couldn't get it right. All right.
In blackest day and brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Blah, 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 something, something.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to look at the wounded 900X and happy.
You mean,
And,
I was gonna say, you mean happy?
Yeah. And sort of say, so you made it out. How long have you been in there?
Are you all right? So it does not speak common.
Oh, yeah, I'll ask it anyway. So just sort of look at it expectantly.
I will ask it. Yeah, how long have you been in there?
Yes, 9002 looks to you, says, I'm not sure, several hours. I was taken to the forest, and I don't know if they were trying to just kill me or if it was just another trial.
Are you
But they took me
hungry
to the
or
forest
are
and-
you hungry or thirsty? We
Yes, desperately.
give him. I'll ask Gaston for some burrito,
All right,
I'll offer
I'll
I'll
slice
offer
him
it
up some
some wine.
burrito.
and
Boomer
give him
will
some water.
feed the frog man like a child.
No,
been
no,
holding-
Boomer, it's okay. It's okay.
So even though like it's trying to grab him, Boomer's all just keeps batting the hands away. He goes, no.
You go. There you go.
Yeah. You're like just shoving it into its face.
Could ask Boomer for a strength check on that.
Ron is happy that it's a halfling burrito. Like for everyone else, it's like
yeah.
a taquito, but it's a halfling burrito. So remember, it's small.
Right. Boomer just keeps putting handfuls of this into its mouth. And then it starts to choke a little bit. Boomer, oh, here you go.
I will offer 9002 a healing potion as well.
Yeah,
He's just having the best day.
It assumes the healing potion position.
They know
Well, it's being
that-
burped right now, so you know.
It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
May as well
Boomer.
be
Yeah, Boomer
efficient.
holds it. Yeah.
let me see. It will receive one.
In one end, out the other, but it's backwards, I guess.
In both ends and out the middle.
Oh no!
I'm not quite sure that anatomy works in their favor.
How much healing are we looking at? 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
Only 3.
Okay. Oh, plus 2.
Yeah, so 5. Yeah,
5. All right.
and a whole lot of
yeah.
love.
Yeah, so you see as soon as you administer the healing potion, the wound on its leg that was sort of it was dripping that blue venom from the giant phase spider. You see the wound starts to heal up, and the leg, the swelling and stuff around it begins to go down. And he, begins to regain some of his mobility.
I'm still holding him.
What's up?
Said I'm still holding him.
Yeah, you're still holding on to him. I mean, you can't tell if he can walk or not yet because Boomer
Yeah,
will put him down. Boomer's like, oh, his leggies are tired.
All right, on to the next. And hopefully final.
So 9002 and 9001 are, they're kind of talking quietly. And 9001 points, points towards back towards this way. He says, I think 9003 was taken this way. We've never really been that way, but if Zarkov has taken him, that's where they went.
How are you feeling, 9001 and 2? Do you want to stay here and recuperate, or will you join us?
They said 9002 says, I'll bloody well walk out of here. And so, but they said that they will come with you. They want to see
Okay.
this to the end.
Do
Okay.
they want
They
to
wanna
bath
rescue.
first? Would they feel better?
Yeah.
Let's wash that wound out.
All right,
All right.
well, are we ready?
Who's got the magic portal key? I mean, the mystery,
nine-
the mystery
Don't
rock.
Can you say that loud
9001.
enough for Boomer to hear?
I know, as I recall, the last time Boomer used a key, it turned out to be a bunch of mimics.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the wrong kind of magic.
Okay, Skippy, this is your rodeo. Gonna
Let's
take
go.
your take
I
your
don't think I
little
opened that door. I
Take
think
your
you
little
guys opened that.
I
take
can't
your little
find out which
Skippy
key it
squad.
means.
Take your little Skippy squad and scout ahead.
Skippy squad.
Skippy squad. I will say to the other Skippies, if there's if anything becomes familiar or like stuff that you think we shouldn't be touching, let us know.
Yeah, they nod at you.
I'm using the lantern against the wall as I'm walking along.
Try and stay out of the water, Boomer.
Don't touch.
Oh, yeah.
Zarkov.
Yeah, you make your way along.
Here's
You
secret
get back
portal. Here's secret
up
portal.
here. As soon as 9001 comes close, the little rune key that he has begins to glow, and you see a matching glow on the wall. Let me see. Yeah, right here.
That's where the chalk markers on the ground from that scuff thing I saw earlier.
Yep.
This is what I was trying to show you guys. But no, we have to go after dying bugs.
Your stories, Gaston.
Does a lantern reveal anything?
No, not here.
Is the fire still burning in this room, or can't we tell through the locked door?
It looks like the fire has burned down. I can change that. Ah, crap. Everything's fine. There's still a little bit of smoldering going on, but the fire has, it seems like it's greatly reduced. There's definitely not as much wood as there was in there before. There we go. All right, so you 9001 holds the rune up to the wall, and you see several runes sort of shoot, 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 kind of go in order, and there's a there will be in a second a door swings open. And no, that's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And it reveals but I need to do this.
Princess is on another island.
I'm sorry,
the door.
your princess is in another castle.
Yeah.
It reveals there's a door. Door opens, and you can see there is a passageway. There's a passageway beyond inside. That is beyond inside.
Okay.
Inside that goes beyond. There you go.
Who wants to go through the creepy corridor first?
I'll take a look in. My passive perception is tingling. Do I perceive anything?
Gross. Hold on a second. Let me. No, so yeah, you kind of take a peek inside, and you can hear some you hear noise coming from inside.
What kind of noise?
You can hear there's some like faint screaming and moaning. You also hear like you can hear water.
We just move on. Anyone,
That's,
Nico, are you fancying any like stealth approach? Or...
Sure, I don't mind working out the old stealth muscles a little bit. I'll see if we can spot this prick Zarkov and finish him off for good.
What does Zarkov look like? Can I ask the 9000 series?
They say we don't know. He's always in a robe. His face is hard to see. We don't think he's like the others. He's bigger and things move under his robe.
Oh yeah.
Gaston starts to laugh.
Easily aroused, is he?
And they say, I don't know, like tentacles.
Gaston marks one side of the wall with some chalk. Stick to this side, will you guys? And then he rubs some water soluble lubrication on the top 10 stairs on the right-hand side, leaving the left-hand side free. You know, just in case.
Just in
Nice.
case, you never know.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And then he
stealth,
makes sure that the door is propped open.
Yeah,
And we can't get closed in here with tentacles.
nice. I'm sure Boomer's key would get us
Excellent.
out.
Boomer, yeah, Boomer's key is always useful.
Um,
Although Boomer's been a lot less like angry recently.
Yeah.
It's just been so
It's
chill.
the guidance of Ogma.
Usually, yeah. Ogma.
Boomer's been very chill.
All right, I'm gonna stealth
Skippies aren't
in.
wearing any armor, right?
Skippy?
What's up?
The
No, they're not wearing any
9,000.
armor.
Oh, the other Skippies.
Are they pretty dexterous?
Yeah, from what you've seen, yeah, they're pretty dexterous.
Do I still have guidance on me?
No, it only lasts 1 minute.
Oh,
I can put it back on you if you'd like. It only does checks. It doesn't do
yeah.
attacks.
Probably if we're trying to stealth in, it
Okay.
helped a lot. So
All right, I will keep Boomer guided.
cool.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah, I'll
cast
step-
mage armor with the staff on each of the 9,000s.
Okay.
So they'll get doo-doo-doo-doo. What do you get? Mage armor.
Do they have any kind of weapons?
Only natural weapons.
So their AC is now 13 plus their dex modifier, if that's
Nice.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
they have
it
a
is.
way to defend themselves if needed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
so hopefully they have a higher AC from that now.
They do.
Okay. So in this section, Ed, does it look darker along the ceiling or on the floor?
It looks darker along the ceiling. And so the ceiling kind of slopes down, like it sort of
Mhm.
follows the stairs.
Yeah.
Anywhere near Gaston is pretty well lit due to his chandelier activity.
Yeah, well,
Right.
I mean, I'm going ahead, so just don't go walking underneath me, Gaston. So yeah, I'll scamper along the ceiling, trying to keep into the shadow as much as possible, with a stealth check of 26.
Okay.
So what do I see as I? Ooh, okay, yeah, I see a Stargate with some torture chambers. Awesome. I'll describe what I see telepathically to the rest of the group. I
Yep.
don't see anyone. I see some people in some tanks like we saw before. Are they more townspeople?
Yeah, it looks like these aren't people that you recognize. They are individuals. They're people, and their clothes are sort of different. They don't look like they're from the town. They look like sailors.
They look like what?
Sailors.
Sailors.
Seaman.
They look like seamen.
Steady. Okay, so yeah, I'll come right up to the end of like the passageway here and just see. Can I see anything? Can I see anything other than them?
Right here on the top. So, and all of these are filled with water, like the way the water
Yeah.
level here. All these are filled with like that goo.
Yeah.
And you can hear from let me see what you can see. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can hear coming from further down, you hear that, like the sound, like this, you hear the sound of water, like large water, but you don't, it sounds weird. Like there's a really weird quality to the sound of it. Like it's, like you're hearing the ocean through, like a tube or a tunnel or something. So you can hear a large amount of water, but it doesn't sound like it's all around you.
Okay, I think you guys are good up to the end of the passageway here. We got some people who may need rescuing.
Rescue.
We're the good guys after all.
Rangers.
Oh, Felix, there's also some skeletons if Jeff's looking for some more augmentation.
All right, Jeff, you get to pick out one souvenir.
Yeah, so the water level looks like that inside the tanks, like it's up to the top like that.
Yeah.
As you come in, you can hear a voice, and Gaston, you recognize this voice. It's the one you heard when you scried on the dude.
Huh?
And you hear this voice. You hear this voice yelling at someone, and you hear the voice yelling, "You are worthless. You have failed me. Why can't we figure this out? Why aren't you the one? Why won't you remember?" And his voice is echoing through this chamber, and the guy definitely sounds pissed. And he says, "Fine, we'll just have to try again. I will get my hands on 7723, and I will pull it apart bone by bone and figure out why it remembered. I will figure out why."
I'm gonna go ahead
And then you hear,
and then you hear
us,
chandelier away.
and then you hear a smaller voice that sounds very much like 9001 and 9002 screaming, "No, not in there. No."
If we're going to do something to save your buddy, you should probably go like 10 seconds ago.
I'm going to shoot this cauldron over here with an Eldritch Blast.
Can I see the portal?
Wait. Let's see, where are you?
At the top of the stairs?
So
I would have been
there you are.
right about there after lubing everything.
Let's see.
Right about there after lubing everything.
Yeah, you can, let me see, from where you're at. No, so you can see there's sort of a glow coming from where you're at. There's sort of a glow. Nico, you can definitely see it from where you're at. And Nico, you can see that water sound. Inside the portal, you can see there's water just swirling and moving inside the portal, and it's becoming clearer and clearer as you watch. And you can see like this sort of green lightning is flashing across and inside.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the. I'm going to try and shoot the little
brazier
fire pit. Yeah, little brazier thing.
Yep.
Try and knock it down the stairs.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and give me an attack.
Ooh, 18.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Oops. Yeah, so you hit this thing and knock it down the stairs, and it goes clattering, clang, and it sounds like, you know, when you ever been to a movie theater and someone like knocks a Coke can over, and you can hear it just rolling. Yeah, clink, clink, clink. Yeah, you can hear this thing just clanging down some steps, like just clang, 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 clang.
Hey. On that note, I'm gonna zoom up to where Boomer is.
And
Yeah.
you hear the voice say, "What was that? Who would dare?"
Not I, said the
Strangely
fly.
quiet.
Shout out Simic Inspection Party.
Civic inspection party.
And the voice yells out, says, "I told you there would be no interruptions. I'm tired of these.
Concerned about your expenses.
I'm tired of these games. Who is that? Who is speaking? Come forward."
All right, continue zipping forward, and when I
Is there
so
any?
all the way up here, I see the portal from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, Agma, if you could see your way to doing us a favor, like a really good solid at this point, and make that portal go away, I'd really appreciate it.
Oh.
Roll good, Gaston.
Oh God.
Wow.
Don't you have to roll low?
Yeah.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means Agma is Agma's like, "Look, I'm analyzing that smoke you sent me earlier. I'm pretty busy."
Wow.
you got
99.
you got just a dial tone.
Listening to the dial tone, what do I know about the Simic Combine's structure? Can I shout out something like, "This is the IRS. We're here to look at your books"?
You've been charging these experiments to the wrong Costco.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, straight in. Excellent.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
That's not good.
Yeah, you don't remember much about the Simic hierarchy, and nor are they super forthcoming with their internal affairs.
Okay. Is there like a Ravnican investigation service that looks after the finances of the various corporations?
There isn't one that looks at like the finances, but there is one that sort of oversees. So like the Simic are supposed to, they have been charged with looking at biological experiments. Like they are charged with that, but they are supposed to be doing it for the good of the society. So like there is an overarching body. I can't remember what they are, but there is an overarching body that would look at like, "Hey man, are you doing what you said, like what you're supposed to be doing? Like you are funded."
Yes. I am Lord Gaston from PETA.
There you go.
Whatever that organization's
Go
name
ahead.
actually is.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Oh, I'm great at that too. Oh, actually, I don't suck. 15.
Not bad. All right, let's roll insight for this dude. Oh yeah, you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He says.
Holy
He
shit,
says
that worked.
I wasn't aware or notified of an inspection. We, of course, are following all of the guidelines set forth. That have been set forth by our charter. What is the meaning of this inspection? Who has sent you?
Waiting for a signal,
the
guys.
unit claimed that you were doing some very unethical work down here.
That's preposterous.
While they're talking, can I start moving down the side, like the outside of these pillars?
Let's say you're from the Azoria Senate.
The Azoria Senate? All right.
Yeah.
The Azoria Senate has heard rumors of you doing some highly unethical activities on this prime.
I don't see how that affects the jurisdiction. Who? I'm going to need to see some identification. Come forward. Come forward.
Okay, come forward. I'm on a floating holy book. My hand's like, yeah, see,
Yeah, so he sees the book and he's all, I don't recall the Senate having any clergy. Who are you really?
I'm not the Senate. I work for them. I'm the investigator. I'm the guy they call to come and look at people like you. They're too busy to do this shit. That's why I'm hired.
Give me another deception check.
Again, this is like my best score ever. Oh, hey, 12.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's looking at you a little more suspiciously, but he's like, "Yeah, they do subcontract out a lot.
Is there a signal, guys? Are we waiting for a signal?
He's sort of muttering to himself, and he still has a tight hold on 9003, and 9003 is trying to get away, and keeps just jerking him back, and it looks like the grip.
Is this your current experiment that we've heard so much about?
No, this is a failed experiment, not the one you have heard about.
Can I see it?
And he lifts up, seemingly without any strain or trouble, he lifts up 9003. And you see that he is indeed he's big, like larger than what would be a human. And you can see there's odd bulges and shapes under his robe. He says, this is experiment 9003. As you can see, the experiment has failed. We are attempting to duplicate the results of 7723, but have been unable to do so. And we have not violated any of the ethical treaties that have been set forth before us.
Looking at the people in the cages over the vats of goo. And that?
Volunteers.
Look over at the volunteers. Are they going?
Most of them are unconscious. But you can see that, clearly the cage is they're locked, and most of them have manacle marks on them.
So he can't actually, from where he is, he can't see the cages at the back, right?
He cannot see them. No.
Yeah, I'll message like Boomer and Skippy, Felix. Say,
You wouldn't mind if my team
guys-
had a look around, would you?
you guys can start getting these. If you can get to those cages, you can get him out. He can't see you from where he is.
So he begins to move towards you. He says, I'm going to need to see more identification from you. Come down here.
Okay, start floating down towards him.
Can I be stealthing down the outside of the pillars while this is happening?
Yeah. Give me another
Along
stealth
the-
check.
Yeah, along the ceiling in the shadows.
Yep.
And since I'm in the shadows, I'll use Riven to help.
Yep.
Show him my spiritualist
25.
and my Crimson Order of the World Tree's crown, and show them an honored lead researcher.
Yep. So he's looking at this and he says,
And it's all from Ravnica.
He says, I don't see an order from the Senate.
Well, I don't carry it with me. That's a good way to get yourself killed.
Right. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave and come back with that order.
Okay. I'm more than happy to do so, but in compliance with our concerns about the ethical treatment of the people in the cages, do me a favor and don't dunk them in whatever it is you have them over until I get back.
I
Fine.
moved closer towards one of the cages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boomer, go ahead and give me a Boomer. Everyone moving around up top, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Gaston's going to turn around and float back up.
Does it look like, so this now I'm closer to this portal, does it look like is it like free floating, or is it in like a structure that's supported from something?
Oh yeah, the
So it
portal.
looks like
16.
so it looks like these two things on the side, like it looks like there's the only assets that I have are like these snake things, but they're
Mhm.
actually supposed to be like some sort of like sea creature,
Mhm.
like an eels or something like that. It looks like the portal is being metaphysically supported by these two, sort of being generated by these two things on either side of it.
Coming from the ethical treatment of sentience, is creating a semi-permanent portal on a plane of existence you're not supposed to belong on technically legal?
Oh yeah, Ravnica doesn't care about that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
How sturdy do those pillar things look
Which pillar things?
that are holding the portal? These things?
Difficult to tell from where you're at. I mean, from where they're at, they look like really solid.
They look boomer proof.
Difficult to, like I said, from where you're at, difficult to say.
Okay. You keep your secrets.
I'll try and talk to Gaston while he's doing that to tell him to see if he can get him closer to the portal to see if I could push him in there with a Bigby's hand.
Let's see, you rolled a 9.
Yeah,
You're muted, Skippy.
but see, I'm staying way back here. I'm not trying to move up past the.
Right.
Yeah, Gaston's kind of used up his deception for the day, possibly the month. Like, I'm not sure how I'd get him closer. I mean, there's no reason for him to go there.
So you're moving away. He I mean, because he can still see the light of your flowing, like your book just sort of up there, and he's like, I told you to leave. What are you doing up there?
I'm leaving.
I've got like an arrow focused on him the whole time. I got a 21 on stealth as well.
Yeah, you're tucked up tight behind the pillar there.
Yeah.
Felix, however, he knocked over some stuff in the back there.
Jeff's
Fine.
gonna lay down and look like a skeleton on the ground,
Oh, nice.
which I think is
Have
not gonna be
Jeff-
out of place.
Nope. Have Jeff give me a deception check with advantage. Oh no, performance actually. Have Jeff give me a performance check with advantage.
Because he does have two heads, which is a little bit more unusual than most of the rest of these skeletons.
It's
He-
not super unusual.
He's got a -3 to charisma, so that's gonna be super awesome. So here's the first one. So a 12
Yeah, not too bad.
That's actually not bad.
or a 15.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah,
couldn't I
Jeff
roll
pulls, yeah,
those?
Jeff pulls it off. Jeff lays down. I mean, he can't stealth for shit, but he can play dead. So Jeff lays down. Jeff lays down, and you see him take his little finger bones and make X's out of them like that, and put them over his eyes. And he lays back like that. Yeah, you're all there. Perfect, man. Very nice.
Nailed it.
I'll message through our link the others like. So, one of you wizards.
He begins like you can hear him going, "What's happening up there? Who else is up there?" And he
The
begins
rest
to
of my
move up the
team.
steps.
You don't think an investigator comes solo, do you?
So
He's
one of you
still
wizards
dragging
like. Do we want him?
9003
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
dragging 9003 with
do
him.
we-
Yeah.
Do we want him in the portal or away from the portal? One of you wizards. Where do we
What's
want
the-
him?
yeah.
I think we want him in the portal, and then we break the portal.
I think we just want to kill him, don't we? I would rather kill him.
Kill him.
Well,
And
can
then
we
destroy
kill him
the
and then put
portal.
his head through the portal?
What? Just destroy the portal separately to him.
All right.
So you can see he's almost to the top, and he's like, "I'm seeing. What is happening up here? That's not to be. How did you?" And now he's like thinking. He's all, "How did you get in here? No one should be able to get in here."
What are you talking about? Your guys just laid down for me when I came in. Showed them my.
Possible.
Well, I mean, you had some weird little creepy dudes out in the beginning that were a little testy, but once I got rid of them, just walking in, the rest of them, people willing to talk, made life easy.
I think I will like link telepathically to the rest of the group and say like, if everyone gets ready within striking distance, maybe I want to talk to him, but then we rush him if he attacks us.
Can you put him in darkness, Nico?
Hang on. Let's see. I could, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have some kind of immediate dispelification on that. But yeah, I could put him in darkness if that's the thing we
I'm gonna
want to do.
roll another stealth thing.
You'll also fall, though.
Yes, I would have to hang on to the pillar.
Yeah. So maybe you can prepare yourself.
So he gets to the top, and he sees
18.
Gaston.
Gaston is floating backwards towards the stairs.
21.
Nice, Boomer.
Yeah.
Everybody's hiding behind pillars, sort of moving to the side, and he says, but he looks over, what's your, give me another stealth check, Felix, to try to hide.
I don't want to. Can I play dead? God damn it. A 2 and a 3.
Yeah, Felix is just back there with his hand over his eyes. You can't see me.
Boomer sees that. He's
And he
like,
looks
good, smart.
smart. Good. Yeah. Felix just has a mustache.
Good job.
Skippy's gonna
And
kind
he
of.
looks.
Yeah, go on.
He looks over and he can see Felix like obviously trying to hide, but not. He goes, "What is happening here?"
I guess the cat's
Who
out of
are
the
you
bag.
really?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Skippy's gonna like come around the edge of the pillar and say, Zarkov, you let 9003 go. I'm the one you're looking for.
So when he sees you, Skippy, you can see the shapes under his robe begin to move almost rhythmically, but definitely moving under the robe. He says, "You
Well,
7,
Oh.
2, 3."
I told you we'd heard you've been doing bad things. That's our source. No, we're leaving. We're coming back later.
You aren't going anywhere. And you see he gestures with his hand, and you hear a boom from the top of the stairs. And
As
the
he
light that was
gestures,
coming from
can
the hall.
Wait,
as he
wedged it up
gestures, can I
close.
just let my arrow go like into wherever I was aiming for his head?
And then it hits Boomer.
Somehow.
Remember, I wedged the door so it couldn't close on us.
Yeah, it closes. It goes.
Damn
Nice
it,
try,
that was my
though.
last piton.
Everyone, yeah, go ahead, Skippy. You can let go of one arrow, and then everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Man,
Come on. Do I get advantage actually? Well, I rolled a 21.
That's pretty good.
Is initiative an ability check?
Yep.
All right. Hey, 18 still.
Oh wow, did better than me.
Not too bad.
That's been my best disadvantage today. I don't want to go first.
So I get to add the bless to my initiative, right?
yes.
You already added it.
Huh?
Does he get it on one roll or does he get it on many rolls?
You get it's one roll within that minute, so this is the last thing you get it on. You don't get it on anything else anymore because I'm going to be too busy to recast it on.
Well, I used it on a stealth check.
Mm.
Oh, then it's gone.
Okay, so I'm on a 10.
Can I
All
inspire Boomer to be more initiative?
Nah.
Let's see. All right, hold on just 1 second. Now we want to, let's do that. Okay. All right, Nico, what was your initiative?
16.
What was it?
16.
16. Okay, Boomer.
10.
And Felix.
18.
God dang. Yes, Gaston.
I think it was 15.
Yeah.
15. And Skippy. 21.
15.
Oh, 15.
I rolled 21 to hit.
Yeah,
So
Skippy
who-
goes ahead of me because Skippy's dex is higher.
Yeah.
See, because
Okay.
I'm not angry. I'm not going to rush into battle.
Right.
Boomer's like, hey
Taking a few-
guys, do we really need to fight?
Yeah,
Taking a few
like
warm-up swings.
Maybe we
Let's
can
hear this
talk
guy out.
about it.
You got maneuvers now, though, right?
Hmm?
You got maneuvers back, right? On a short rest?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. I
good.
got all those.
That's good. We will need those.
Trip him down the stairs as you wish.
All right.
Just to give you a heads up, I will need to leave like relatively close to the hour, like not too late.
We're actually going to stop right here.
Okay.
Oh,
so that
Okay.
we start next one with you guys. We're gonna start with you guys facing this
Full
monster.
focus on
So next week, will the group finally get information out of Zarkov as to why is 7723 so special? Will they be able to stop the Cynic's evil experiments and save the 9000 series? Will Boomer ever be angry again? Will Felix just curl up and take a nap? How many rounds will it take for Nico to go invisible? Find out next week on Good Guys, but not great.